everybody, this is Nicole with Helpmamaremote.com, and today I'm coming to share with you my meal plan for week September 3rd through 9th, and I'll share with you what we had for this week on the menu. I'm writing down my grocery list, checking anything that we need. I only need a couple items, so that's good. When I do a meal plan, I go by what I already have in the house. When I would try to do a meal plan and then go grocery shopping, it was very frustrating to me. When I say frustrating, very frustrating. So I like to do my meal plan based on what I already have on hand. If there's an item I don't have and I can substitute that item with something I do have, that's what I'm going to do before I go out and purchase something. So I'm going to share with you our meal plan. Tomorrow is Sunday. After church, my husband and I plan on tomorrow, we're going to rough it. We're going to harvest, we're going to can, we're going to freeze. We have a lot of work to do in the garden because it's starting to get cool here. We want to make sure that everything we have, that we've grown, that we preserve it. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow and Monday. That will be our task to do. We've done some refrigerator pickles that were so delicious, as well as some refrigerator peppers, jalapeno peppers. And we really want to make sure that we are able to preserve all those that we have a longer period of time versus just having them in the refrigerator. So we are going to be canning this year. One thing that I'm like really reluctant because of our little failed project a few years ago. So here's my meal plan for this coming week. I use a Happy Planner for my planning. I've been using it for a couple years. This is my second Happy Planner. And what I started doing was putting our menu down at the bottom section of the Happy Planner. Now I only put the dinner, I don't put the lunches or what we're having for breakfast. Maybe I'll get into that later, but right now I just put dinner because that's one of the main concerns I have, is making sure that, you know, we have something for dinner. Monday we will be having stuffed bell pepper and noodles. And usually when I make stuffed bell pepper, I only make stuffed bell pepper. I never make a side with it because I have rice in it, and usually I have some kind of ground turkey or meat inside it. But this time I'm going to do some noodles because I'm going to make sure I have extra sauce, and the extra sauce will go over on the noodles. So I think that'll be real good. Tuesday we're going to have taco. Wednesday we're going to have wild rice soup. I'm not sure if you all have had the wild rice soup of Panera Bread, but oh my goodness, it is so delicious. I do my version in a crock pot. So we'll be having that on Wednesday. The 7th, on Thursday, we'll be having chicken pot pie. The 8th, Friday, we'll be having baked chicken. I have whole chicken, and we're going to have rice and beans. Saturday, the 9th, we'll be having tuna. And myself, my husband, and my son are the only ones that like tuna, like a tuna salad, but my daughter doesn't. So I'm going to make her like her tuna casserole. So I'll just still be using tuna. I'll just boil her some noodles and add the extras that I add for hers. And we could have ours over a salad, on a sandwich, or with crackers. Saturdays, I like to keep it as easy as possible. One day to be able to chill and relax. September the 10th, Sunday, we'll be having salmon, a shrimp pasta, and I'll have to have one without shrimp because my daughter's allergic to shrimp. So I'll just split up the pasta. It's usually what I do, one with shrimp and one without. And then we'll have Brussels sprouts. So that is our meal for this upcoming week. So what I do is I write down everything on a notepad what we're having each day, and I visually in my head think of, okay, what items do I need for each dish? If I don't have that item, I write it down, and that will be what I need to pick up. So the only items that I'll need this week for any of our meals will be heavy whipping cream, and I didn't pick that up when I went to do my Aldi grocery shopping. I forgot that, and that's something I won't, or won't substitute for something else. Brussels sprouts, because we have Brussels sprouts in the garden, but they are taking a very long time to produce. Croissants, and that is for everybody's breakfast. I've been doing like sausage croissants. My husband made up some turkey sausage, and I've been doing those with some croissant and egg and cheese. I've been doing that for breakfast
easier to go, and you know, without the pancakes and bacon, which I do that too sometimes, but it seems like they can eat it and you know, get out the door in a timely manner. So that's what we'll be having this week again, because we had that last week for breakfast, and we still have some more sausage left. So we're going to finish off that sausage, and then after that we'll probably have bacon, because I have some bacon in the freezer too. If we have like leftovers, which I've been doing real good with not having too many leftovers. I really like to not have leftovers. So if we have leftovers, that's like something when they hungry later on in the day, hungry, because the kids between Thursday and Friday, they eat a little bit early because I have dinner ready when they get home. They can eat some leftovers if we have leftovers in the fridge. I can eat leftovers when I'm home for lunch. So that's what we'll be doing with leftovers if we have any. Also, if I need to, if I have too many leftovers, I will like forward one of these meals to the following week, and we'll finish off those leftovers. I've had this menu for maybe over a year. Picked it up from the Target dollar spot, and I just use it for decoration. But I put it over here in my little command center area, and I wrote down the meals that we're having for the week, and it's been holding me accountable because I'm quick to change my mind on what I want to cook. I'll tell my husband, oh, we're having ravioli and salmon today. He come home, we'll be having chicken fried rice. He's like, you know, his taste buds were ready for a certain thing. So it was funny, the day that we had chili nachos, my son was like, I thought we were having pasta salad. I'm like, no, you're looking at the wrong date. So I see they've been paying attention. But our menu for this past week was Sunday, this past Sunday, we had salmon, ravioli, and broccoli. And that was the salmon that I picked up from Costco. I've been getting my salmon now from Costco because it is just so fresh and so delicious. And I cut it in half, and I could use, you know, one half for one meal, because when I cut it in half, then I'll cut it into fours. So we had salmon, we had cheese ravioli, and broccoli. On Monday, we had a turkey potato skillet. My husband harvested some potatoes from a garden, so we had the potatoes. I had some ground turkey meat. I used half of that ground turkey meat, and then I used bell peppers, onions, pretty much all the vegetables that we had in the garden. I added to that turkey skillet, cooked it up, put it in the oven after it was pretty much done, and topped it off with some cheese, put it in the oven. It was really delicious. They loved it. Now that one went real fast, and they was not happy that it wasn't any leftover. Tuesday we had chicken fried rice, and the chicken that I use, because I like to use chicken thighs for my chicken fried rice because it's very tender. I use probably a little over half of the chicken in that bag, and I took the other half of chicken and I made a freezer meal, a crock pot soup, and it was more like one of those under the weather soups. So I used onions, and I can't remember what else I put in it, but I put a lot of stuff in that. So and vegetables, because yeah, for the chicken fried rice I used some vegetables, peas and carrots, and I added those to that bag too. So if anybody's ever feeling under the weather, I'm always making soup. If they tell me I'm not feeling well, I'm quick to go make some soup. I just think it makes me feel better when I have soup and I'm not feeling good, so I make them some too. So that's what I did with the chicken fried rice. Wednesday we had chili cheese nachos, and half of the turkey that I used on Monday I used for the chili, and I just put that chili in the crock pot early that morning. I don't remember if I did it before I dropped my daughter off or after, but I put it in real early in the morning, kept it on low. Pretty much everything was done. The turkey was done, the beans were done. I just really let it simmer with all the flavor. Thursday that's one change I made. We didn't have pepper steak because I didn't want to go out buying any steak, and I haven't found the type I wanted to use yet. So we didn't have pepper steak, but we had chicken. So I used chicken breasts, cut them up like I would do if I was making pepper steak, put them in a crock pot, and made a gravy.
and we had that over noodles, so that was real good. Friday, in the pepper steak, did I put it for? No, I didn't put it for. But once I go grocery shopping, like next week, I'll get the steak I need for the pepper steak, and that'll be probably in a couple weeks or something. We'll have pepper steak. Friday, we had pasta salad. My daughter doesn't like pasta salad, so I made pasta salad for myself, my husband, and my son. And I just used the extra spaghetti and made her some spaghetti with spinach and mushrooms and some pasta sauce, and she was good with that. Today we're having sloppy joe, and I need to take out my ground turkey. So that's what we'll be having for today, and I'm going to use part of that, what do you call it? Part of that ground turkey that I'm using for the sloppy joe for Monday for our stuffed bell pepper. And this menu here goes from Sunday to Saturday, and my planner goes from Monday through Sunday. So this Sunday, the 3rd, September 3rd, we will be having chicken, kale, because I have some kale that I blanched from the garden in the freezer, kale, beans, rice, and cornbread. So that's what we'll be having September 3rd, Sunday, and I'll be putting that up here on the board once I change that out. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This is Nicole with Helpmamaremote.com. Bye-bye.